Hey, Zach, what are you doing?
Sorry.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to a brand new installment of Nintendo News Report for Thursday, November 5th, 2015. I'm your host, Alexander Kalafi, and today I am joined by Zachary Miller, who you just heard.
What's up?
And Canada's very own, Donald Terrio.
It's November. Oh, God. There's no light at the end of this tunnel.
You know what the funny thing is? Like, November is crazy on every console except Nintendo. It's actually, like, not that bad for Nintendo this month.
Well, I may be a little biased in that regard, considering I've got something to deal with for next month.
Well, you're not the only one, Donald, but let me just say that there are two pretty big games coming out before the end of the year, and Donald and I are reviewing them. So, there's going to be some stuff.
You're talking about Star Fox.
Correct.
Right.
We're talking about Star Fox and Donkey Kong Country going bananas on the Wii U, soon to be announced.
Awesome.
Retro.
For Retro Studios, it's their new IP. They get to pitch 3 before it's a whole thing.
Nice.
So there isn't really much news. It's episode 49. Of course, there's not much news. Our top story this week, then, is the Mario Maker update, which we didn't get to talk about last week. And now it's out. Now, I've played some, Donald played some. Zach apparently doesn't like Mario Maker. We'll get into that in a little bit. But just going over what the update contains, it has some new costumes, which we'll be talking about in a second. It also has checkpoints that you can use for levels. And then the big thing I like is the event courses, in which Nintendo is releasing their own special courses and specially sponsored courses for us to play. So Marino from Game Center CX, wonderful television show. You should totally watch it if you want. It's about the comedian Marino playing, marathoning through classic games. He's a comedian. He's hilarious. He created some levels in Super Mario Maker that actually Shigeru Miyamoto played, and 3 of those went up on Super Mario Maker. If you beat those levels, you get to unlock a Reno to play as with the Super Mario Bros. 1 costumes.
Ooh.
There's the Facebook level, which is actually like probably the best level I have ever played in Super Mario Maker. It's actually kind of amazing. There's another one from another comedian, Baka Rhythm. And is Baka Rhythm his name, or is that just the name of the level?
That's his name, and he's also in the Japanese commercials for Super Mario Maker.
Okay, cool. He doesn't have any costume, but something else that did just come out, literally since this morning, so you might want to turn on your Super Mario Maker after this show to check it out. Super Mario Kun got its own level. That's like a manga that's Japan only. If you beat that level, you get another costume, which is Super Mario Kun, like literally the manga-ized Mario. That's actually a pretty good level. I really like this update a lot. Oh yeah, there's also a Triforce Heroes level that features Totem Link. It's been a pretty substantial update so far. I've been playing these levels. Of lot of levels today. I have not used the creation tools yet. Donald, where are you at?
I've played a couple of levels. I've seen all the event ones, and I've seen a few levels get updated with checkpoints and things of that nature, but unfortunately you do have to re-upload the levels in order to get it, so they have new codes. You probably should go in and delete the old ones at that point if you've done it.
Yeah, I thought you couldn't delete levels.
You can.
Okay.
Yeah, you can.
Generally, it's something you do if somebody finds a bug in your level, you can go back, fix it up, and then put like a B1.1 or whatever up.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, I think the way I'm going to do it, I don't know how much more Mario Maker left I have in me. I've played about 12 to 15 hours. I think I might make like 2 or 3 more levels for now, and then I'll only play it casually as updates come out. I'm almost done. I am still pretty excited about this update. I think it's great that they're adding this much content and this much free content. Has it been leaked? And don't necessarily tell me what they are. Has it been leaked what the other ungettable costumes are yet?
We do know a couple of the costumes are going to be coming out over the next couple of weeks. I think the one they announced from Famitsu is going to be coming soon.
Cool. I think it's really great that Reno is represented in Super Mario Maker, not just because I'm a fan of Game Center CX, but also because it paves the way for other people to get representation. I'm sure that if Mario Maker has longer legs, an Iwata one's definitely going to come out, a Reggie one, a
Yes.
Miyamoto one. Well, a Miyamoto one's definitely going to come out because Miyamoto said he's going to do a level for Mario Maker eventually, and if he is, then Miyamoto's sprite would be a natural one with that. But I think an Iwata one, a Reggie one, and a Miyamoto one would be real cool.
It would. I agree.
Yeah. Zach, where are you at on this game?
It was a huge waste of money.
Okay, why's that?
I don't like creating levels at all.
Mhm.
I get no pleasure out of that. And the 10 to 100 Mario's challenges are generally filled with shit. So I really only play staffer levels, and eventually you run out of those.
Okay, when was the last time you played some 100 Mario Maker? Well, I agree that 10 Mario Challenge is no good. 100 Mario Challenge, when was the last time you played?
Oh, it's been a few weeks. You know, I was in Green Bay, so it's been a while.
It's gotten better. If you do turn on the game again, I would recommend just trying again. I would recommend playing the event courses. They're all pretty great.
All right. I don't know where the event courses are.
It's gonna be go to the main menu. You'll get to it eventually. There's a little toad now that you can press a button. Just try it.
Okay.
Try the Facebook level. Stick with it. One problem I have with Mario Maker is that even though this update's great, even though checkpoints are one of the couple things I really asked for, it still feels like there aren't enough sprites and options for level building yet. So the levels you can make still feel somewhat limited, in my opinion.
Well, I mean, one of the updates I got, not recently, but one of the more recent updates I got was the sound effects package.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Okay.
That's more obnoxious than anything else.
The one with the mariachi is pretty funny.
Yeah, all right, the mariachi, but like all the clapping and the fireworks, like, come on now. What I would have rather had, like you're saying, more sprites, more tools, you know. And whenever you get a level in 10 or 100 Mario Challenge that's filled with sound effects, you just skip it. You just hate it, like, no.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, or if you get an automatic Mario, because, well, that's where the sound effects really seem to start going off.
Yeah. Donald, where are you at on this game right now? Like, how do you feel about it?
I still like it. There's some things I want to do with it. It's just I haven't had the time to go back in and actually implement it. Like I do want to do a little RFN tribute level called Spin Jump Apologist, but I just haven't been able to flesh out just what that is going to entail.
Oh.
Okay. That's funny, actually. Sure. I think a few weeks back we were talking to Scott was on the show instead of Zach, and we were talking about where this game is going to end up on Game of the Year. And I do feel more confident that it'll definitely rank top 10, probably even top 5.
Easily.
But based on the quirks that I wish were better, like the organization, the lack of easy access to friend stuff, and then the fact that I wish there were more tools, all this stuff together, it won't be number 1. It might be number 5.
No.
Yeah, I think
Splatoon's going to clean up this year.
Yeah, I've got. I think I know what most of my top 5 is at this point. The only thing is there is a certain game coming out next month that that I really need to get into and play because I'm pretty sure that's going to rank high on my list, and it's not Devil's Third.
No, oh, okay.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
I don't know what else it could be, Donald. I mean, Devil's Third. You've been waiting for that for all year.
Yes, I still look forward to that game. I canceled my pre-order on it.
Oh.
You know what? You did the right thing, Donald.
Yeah.
I want to get Fatal Frame before the end of the year. Although the demo really couldn't stand it. It's a terrible demo.
Yeah.
Like the slowest moving demo in the world.
we are going to be doing a Game of the Year thing for this show specifically. It will probably be multi-platform, but it'll probably be mostly Nintendo on our lists anyways, naturally. Yeah, for me, it's definitely Xenoblade. I don't know yet. I'm still like up in the air on how good that game is gonna be. I'm not entirely 100% confident. Fallout 4 is going to be big for me just because it's in Boston, and then like there are cabs that like they have Fallout 4 ads on it, which I think is nice. So, that's coming out. The other game that is going to be big for me in determining Game of the Year, Yokai Watch, moving on to new releases. And then I wish we had a music transition because like, if it was like the Giant Bombcast, that would be nice. But we don't. We're on to new releases. Yokai Watch is coming out this week. And reviews are pretty positive. Kim gave it a 9 on the site. It's got like a 77, 78 on Metacritic right now. The word on the street is that the combat is not necessarily as good as Pokemon. It's in some ways a little more complicated, in some ways a little less complicated, in some ways a little passive. But there's a ton of content. It supposedly has a ton of heart. I was very impressed with the demo on a technical level, like just how everything looked. It looked like how I feel Pokemon Gen 7 is going to look. And then it seems like it has the right charm. So all these things put together, I might end up buying Yokai Watch tomorrow, and that makes me pretty happy.
So what you do is you go down to GameStop. They're having the midnight launch for Call of Duty. You walk up to the cash and be like, "One Yokai Watch, please."
You know what? I've been on the blue Yarn Yoshi hunt for the last few days. I mean, I could get it on Amazon, but I enjoy going on the physical store hunt.
That's a game I need to get as Yoshi's Woolly World. Maybe I'll trade in Mario Crap Maker and grab that instead.
Well, okay, Zach, the problem with Mario Maker is sounds like it's more you than it is that game.
Oh, absolutely. Like people who like creating levels.
I don't know.
Game of the year. It's somebody like me who is like paralyzed by choice in the level creation. Creative paralysis. I'm like, just give me Yoshi. Those levels are already made by experts.
So I was on my my blue Yoshi yarn hunt, and then someone actually did tell me what Neil tweeted today, that like, yeah, you can show up to the midnight launch of Call of Duty and technically pick up Yokai Watch if you want. But no one really needs Yokai Watch at midnight tonight. Like, Yokai Watch is like a 4 p.m. tomorrow game. It's that you casually buy and then casually play like afternoon on Sunday.
And you can also buy an actual Yokai Watch.
Yeah.
If you're hyper into the game.
Yeah, for me it's a pick it up at work when I get there tomorrow because Amazon already shipped it.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, you pre-ordered, right?
Yeah. And I paid like instead of $49.99, I paid $35 plus tax. So
hey,
it's not so bad. I got a $5 Best Buy credit just from their mystery gift thing that they've been doing. It's a whole thing to like my Best Buy members, and then Gamer Club 32. So then that'll be $27. That's a right price. I'm guessing I'm gonna get this game. I'm gonna play like most of it, and then I'm gonna be like, it's pretty good, but it's not as good as Pokemon. That's pretty much what this is gonna come out to.
All the mini games are kind of turning me off. All the reviews that say it's mini game central.
Yeah, the battle system was pretty mini game heavy. Like you have to do one for curing status conditions. There's one for all special moves. That, like I said on the show a couple weeks ago, the demo really came across like another level 5 game, and I've played a lot of level 5 games recently, so I'm questionable on this, but it's a dark horse for my top 10 at the very least.
Okay.
So level 5 is kind of like that studio where so the studio that made Frozen, Wreck-It Ralph, and that other Disney movie. They just
Big Hero 6?
Yeah. You know how they're like Pixar but not as good? Still good, but like very easy to compare to Pixar. Level 5 is a lot like Nintendo, but not as good as Nintendo, so it's easier to compare it to Nintendo and get disappointed. That's what most Level 5 games feel like to me.
Yeah.
Okay, and then something else came out this week. Donald, tell me why Rodea the Sky Soldier is not worth my time.
I'll have my review up. It'll go live on the site. It's basically as soon as we go off the air here. So go check that out and then go play Mario Maker. But basically, the problem is I'm playing the 3DS version, and the 3DS version was a very bad idea because the game chugs its frame rate. It drops to, I don't know if they're going for 30 or 60, but it's usually I think this is like what 15 to 20 feels like, because I don't really follow frame rate all that much.
Yeah.
And the camera, and you are fighting the camera more than you're fighting any enemy in that game.
So is it supposed to be like kind of Star Foxy?
A little bit of Star Fox, a little more like Nights into Dreams, if you remember that from the Saturn.
Yeah, that was not a good game.
Yeah, unfortunately, Yuji Naka is still having some trouble nailing the formula for these flight games. I'm hoping the Wii U version, or even the, God forbid, the Wii version controls a little better, but like this portable version, it may just be too much for the platform.
Yeah.
Now, the Wii version is supposed to be the good version, right?
Yeah, it's the one closest to how they originally drew the game up. Like, they delayed that Wii version by several years because they wanted to get a 3DS version out, and then for whatever reason, the 3DS version went into development hell.
Right.
Okay. Cool. Not cool, actually. Because when this game got announced, I was excited because it was delayed for so long, and like naive Alex thought when a game gets delayed for more years, that means it gets actively worked on for longer, and they still totally have control of their vision. And then it turns out that's not usually the case.
Okay, just checking something here. Did you ever play Duke Nukem Forever?
Huh?
Did you ever play Duke Nukem Forever?
Oh, you know,
or
Aliens, Colonial Marines,
Shadow of the Colossus, or Eco, or that other one that's coming out soon.
The Last Guardian.
But Zach, are you coming to my defense here?
No.
No. Well, what I'm kind of saying what Donald's saying.
Okay. Well,
a delay doesn't mean a good thing.
Well, yeah. Last Guardian's gonna be really good. I don't think Last Guardian. You know what? That's what I said about Aliens Colonial Marines until the day came out, though, right? Aliens Colonial Marines is the most embarrassing preview I've ever written. If you want to look up a really bad preview for a game, or you know what? No, it's a good preview of a game based on lies from the developer.
Yeah, the Wii U version of Aliens Colonial Marines is the best version of that game.
Yes.
Because you can't play
Absolutely is.
Exactly. It doesn't exist anymore.
It only exists in your mind.
Did our stream collapse again? We have 0 viewers. Is that just because we're not good, or is... No, we're fine. I'm just gonna see what Twitter has to say. But there are 0 viewers right now. I hope that's not an Alex thing.
I think it's the fact that we're talking about Aliens Colonial Marines. So was there anything else new that came out this week?
We had 8 people before. What's going on? Now we have 1.
All right, come on, stay on with us. We'll talk about something else.
You know what? We're just going to finish it. It'll still go up as an archive. I don't know what to say at this point. Okay, let's move on. Fine. Okay, let's keep going. News! Dark Mewtwo happened. A Japanese live stream of Pokken Tournament revealed the previously unknown form of Mewtwo. It looks like Mewtwo X, but there's it's darker, and it has almost melting iron color, like that orangey color on it.
Yeah.
It looks fucking cool. It looks the way Mega Mewtwo X was always supposed to look, except it's called Dark Mewtwo. We have no idea if this is exclusive to Pokken Tournament, or if this is yet another form to slap onto Pokemon Z when that comes out late next year.
I assume it'll be the bullshit final boss of the game.
Yeah, that's your Shinakuma right there.
Yeah.
Although in the live stream video that we saw, the Gengar that lost its previous fight beat Mewtwo down. So type
it's a dark type, or a ghost type.
Yeah. It feels like we should have more to say on this, but it looks really cool. Look at it.
I'm actually excited about Pokken Tournament. I didn't think I would be, but I think it's going to be kind of cool.
It was really fun.
Yeah. And they have officially named it now. It's called Shadow Mewtwo.
Isn't it? No, it's Dark Mewtwo, right?
I think I don't know.
Shadow Mewtwo is what everyone called it before it got an official name. Dark Mewtwo is, I think, what it's named now in English. Donald's gonna look that up. That's all we have.
Now there can be a trading card game version of this guy that's dark and has low HP and high attack power.
And I'm gonna peep the stream. What's going on, Donald?
Yeah, the Dark Mewtwo was the code name. Shadow Mewtwo is the official name for it.
Wait, so I was right or you were right?
You had it backwards. I had it. It was what I thought there. That the official name for this thing, according to the English Pokemon website, is Shadow Mewtwo.
Also, Donald, in the TSI, you totally used last week's Nintendo Direct. Last week's Nintendo News Report. So, I just noticed that. Let's see what's going on with the stream right now. I guess it'll be kind of crazy doing a stream and then looking at the stream. Okay. Actually, no. This is live right now. It should be okay.
Would it help if I got my shirt off?
No.
No?
Okay.
I did lose a lot of weight in Green Bay. It probably wouldn't be too pretty.
Let's just keep going. Donald, while I'm talking, can you just change the TSI?
It's done.
Okay, cool. Next story, Zero Escape 3 receives its final name and its European release plans. Axis revealed the name for Zero Escape 3 is actually Zero Time Dilemma. It seems to be following up the crazy-ass ending of Virtue's Last Reward, which I don't remember and I won't spoil here, but I remember it being pretty nuts. I just hope that by the time this game comes out, it actually is playable for someone who hasn't played the series before, because by the time it comes out in mid-2016, I will have completely forgotten Virtue's Last Reward, which is crazy, because I really loved it when it first came out.
I think you and I are going to have an appointment with Nick Gray at some point to go over that series. If necessary, I will ship my copy of 999 to Australia to make sure he can play it.
Okay.
We can do this up on connectivity, because I think we need a lot of time to unpack this whole series.
Yeah. That there might be a podcast or two. Donald will get that. You know what? Listen to connectivity. It's different now, and it's cool because it's like a longer podcast. I recommend it.
Zach was on recently talking the same old game, and then we have a harmonica concert with Nick Gray and Dr. Metz.
That's right. Yeah, I haven't listened to that yet. I definitely want to.
Okay, cool. And the final story for tonight, just drilling right along. What were the European plans again?
It's going to be digital only in Europe. That's
cool.
For both 3DS and Vita.
Coming out in the West in summer 2016, both territories, right?
Right, and Axis is publishing in both territories.
Cool. Very cool. So lastly, Nintendo's adopting an international rating system for the eShop. They're using IARC, which will basically allow Nintendo to use the same standards for all games that release on the eShop, which isn't necessarily that huge of a deal, except it means that indie games won't need to get like reclassification for every single time they want to release, ESRB region or a PEGI region or etc. or CERO, it's CERO.
The Japanese rating system, CERO, they're actually not on board with this yet, but they will be at some point. But it does cover off the U.S. or North America with ESRB, Europe, Germany, which has a separate ratings board, and Australia. And getting rated in Germany and Australia especially can be a wicked pain in the ass. So now that this is in place, you can go through, and there are at least 2 or 3 indie devs that I know that have already gotten games through it and gotten ratings as a result.
Nice.
Yeah, so it basically means that indie publishers will be able to release games in more territories at the same time, which is very nice. I think that is...
Well, speaking of indie devs, Dementium HD should be coming out on the eShop soon. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah, it's in...
It's in lot check.
Yeah, it's going through the approval process at Nintendo as we speak. So we could have a date on that possibly as soon as tomorrow if they come back quickly enough.
Yeah.
Excellent. I'm pretty sure that's all the news we have. It has been a terrifically slow news week. I think. Well, we also have the Direct to look forward to, where it seems like Nintendo is going to be keeping a lot of big news for it, or at least that's what we're all getting the gut feeling for. Hopefully, it's this month. I wouldn't be surprised if it was like December 30th, just like.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be that bad, but like maybe the Friday before Christmas they have the Direct. Like they've done Directs in that slot.
But you're getting a gut feeling that it's going to be in the same slot as the NES Remix Direct, right?
Right. The Hyrule Warriors NES Remix one. Basically, the purpose of that Direct, I think, would be to set up the release schedule probably through E3 of next year.
Oh.
So we would pretty much know, like, Pokemon's probably the May game, Star Fox in February. Maybe they drop the Twilight Princess HD bomb at that point. But
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Pikmin 4 in the summer, and then we'll have and then we might have Zelda later that year if that comes out.
Yeah, I don't think they can go through next year, the 30th anniversary, without a mainline Zelda game that's brand new.
Yeah.
So I think whether they're ready or not, they're probably going to have Zelda as next holiday's big game for the Wii U. And
Cool.
And then maybe 18 months down the line, they'll do like a remix version of it for the next console.
Yep. All right. I think that's the show for this week. Next episode's going to be episode 50. I'm guessing there were technical problems this week. Probably the stream dropped again because there's no one really watching it. I'll see what I can do about that. That could be my internet, even though it seems to be working all right for the other people recording this. Next week's episode 50, it's going to be a good show. Chances are I'm going to try to get all 5 of us on. Now, that's not a guarantee. It's going to be challenging. It could cause some major technical problems, so we may all be watching this as an archive.
I have a question.
My plan, yeah, go ahead, Zach.
I might be in the hospital.
Okay.
I probably won't be. I probably won't be by Thursday, but that's a possibility.
You okay?
I'm still not over my Green Bay infection.
Okay, cool.
So I'm going in this weekend to get a PICC line put in, and we'll see how long I have to stay in the hospital.
Well, let's hope for a speedy recovery and a healthy Zach ASAP.
Yes, thanks for coming on this week with I don't know what is it, upper or lower body injury? I'm not sure, but just having you here this week is really cool.
Yeah, it's.
No, it's just a respiratory infection.
I like this week. I told myself this is a good Zach week, and I was right. We got a good Zach week. So, anyways, my plans for episode 50 are I want to try to get all 5 of us on. Now, that's not a promise. It could end up being Donald, me, Neil, Scott, Donald, me, Zach, Ohm. Like we'll see how everything shakes out. My goal is to get all 5 of us on. I'll be there at least. Donald will be there at least. So there will be at least 2 people here, probably Neil. We will talk about whatever news comes out. Well, what's your cat doing, Zach? This is fucking ridiculous.
I can't even see her. Georgia.
You know what? I'm muting Zach.
Jesus.
We were just okay. I don't need to mute Zach anymore.
No.
Okay. So next week, I'm gonna try to get all 5 of us on. We're gonna talk about the news. We're gonna try to have some fun talking about stuff. Maybe one of us will have played some games that came out that are coming out relatively soon. Maybe we can talk about Yokai Watch. We also have some very specific plans for the future of the show. Plans that will prevent there from being plans that will prevent there from being more weeks like this where there's almost no news whatsoever. That's my plan. Episode 50 is gonna be good. That's my plan for episode 50. It's gonna be good. Look forward to it. If you have to watch an archive, I apologize. I can't unmute Zach right now. Oh well. We're probably okay either way. Zach can be found on Twitter at ZMiller1902. I can be found on Twitter at CULAFIA. Donald can be found on Twitter at DonaldMick. That's DonaldMick. Episode 50 next week. If the stream dropped, actually hit me up at Kulafia and then tell me what specifically happened so I can look into it. Look forward to episode 50 next week. The archive should be perfect. I think that's all. Bye, everybody.
Bye.